Let's get this started. Guys, I'm super excited. I'm super excited. Let me just mute this music. 1 second, guys. I am super excited for what's going to happen today. If you are excited, give me some flames in the chat box. Give me some flames in the chat box. I like to be interactive. If I'm not interactive, there's a problem. Let's see what the chat box is saying. I see fire. I see, let's go. I see fire. Angeliki, well done for your mindset Zoom. You're smashing it. We celebrate you. Yes, let's go, and let's grow. Okay, guys, I want to reintroduce myself. My name is Kofi Ajman. I'm a Platinum 2000 leader in Team Excel. If you're from Team Excel, put a 5 in the chat box. Let me see people from Team Excel. It stands for Together, Everyone Achieves More. Excel stands for excellence, from Daniel 6 verse 3. The chat box is firing up, but we have amazing teams under the umbrella of AMA Finance. If you're on AMA Finance, give me some fire emojis. Traders Vision, where you at? I Am Wealthy, where you at? Mastermind Academy, where you at? Faith, Finance and Freedom, where you at? Kingdom Builders, where you at? A-Team. Come on, there's so many teams out here. Fitness Trading Academy, Generational Global. There's so many teams to mention. Where are you guys at? I have to create fire and hype. Let me tell you why. Because you've got to be grateful for where you are right now. Let me say that again. You've got to be grateful for where you are. But let me say this also. Don't ever be satisfied. Who agrees with me? Be grateful for where you are, but don't ever be satisfied. And that's why we've got an absolute beast of a person. He is 22 years old. Are you guys hearing me? 22 years old. Poseidon's written, I'm grateful for where I've been, where I'm going to be, and where I'm now. Wow. My brother's crying when he saw the age of 22. Guys, I'm excited. Let me tell you why. Because certain character traits are needed. Certain character traits are needed. And one of them is humility. When I first met this guy, I went to an event by David Emanitier, okay? I went to an event by David Emanitier, and he was there. Let me make my screen a pin. Okay. Yeah, when I went there, he was there. Okay, and he was at the back. So I'm watching David Emanitier, but he was just humbly at the back. You would never know he's connected to greatness. You would never know that he, Montell Hanson, is connected to greatness because he was humble at the back and he was standing up. Most leaders, okay, they're sitting at the front in the chairman role. And I remember when they were saying, if you're Platinum 600, wave your hand. If you're Platinum 1000, wave your hand. If you're Platinum 5000. And he was standing humbly at the back. I looked at him, I was like, rah. Demonstrating humility. I got to know him at another event. Took his number, exchanged details. Then I realized, hey, this boy goes to my church. I saw him in my church. I was playing the drums, and then what happened? The minute I finished on the drums, I ran, and I was chasing him. He must have thought I was a madman. I was chasing him down the street. Why? Because you want to be close to greatness. Who understands what I'm saying? Life is not about being mediocre. And I'm not mediocre, so I need to be connected to greatness. He's connected to greatness. He's connected to the one and only David Emanitier. So there's me chasing after him. I was like, bro, I want to connect. Because you show me your 5 friends and I will show you your income. Yes or yes? Show me your 5 friends and I'll show you your vision. So you want to be around people that are like-minded. This guy puts the grind in. So when I first met him, he was Platinum 5K. He'd already been awarded a $25,000 check by Christopher Terry. He's humble. He was 21 at the time. Now, he's Chairman 10. Guys, give some fire emojis if you're fired up. 21 to 22, and he's now Chairman 10. No network marketing experience. So you've got no excuse. You have no excuse. No networking. He was already a 6-figure earner by 21. No excuse. And this is why I'm excited to bring him on. I'm excited to bring him on. So without further ado, I'm going to search for the one and only Mr. Hanson. And Mr. Hanson, I'm going to make you host. Or maybe Des has to do that. But we're going to try and make you, oh, maybe I can do it actually. Let's make you host. You can't do that. No, I can't do it. Des, if you can make Montell Hanson host, I'm going to hand it over to him and I'm going to let him take it away.
Wow, 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 wow. Can you hear me, my brother Kofi?
Yes, I can hear you loud and clear.
Fantastic, 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 bro. I love the energy in the group chats, in the chat box. Keep that going. You know, I just want to give it back to Kofi. I see someone said that he's got a fake Jamal accent. I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. I love this team. I love the culture here. You know, I really adore you guys, and I'm just so grateful to be here. I want to give a massive thanks to Kofi. A massive thanks to Des for, you know, allowing me to come on this call. And of course, in every call I always do, I always give it back to God as well. So I just want to praise God that we're here today and that we can actually make it onto this call. You know, there's so many people that didn't get that opportunity of waking up, but you did, you know, so you really got to take every day as it comes and you've got to make the most out of every single day. So, you know, Kofi, bro, I just want to thank you, bro. And you spoke a bit about humility. I kind of want to open on that. And the first note I would write down if I was you guys is that, you know, humility is not a birthright. You know, it's not a characteristic that you're born with. It's not something that you have to be special to have, right? But what humility is, all humility simply is finding a Des, finding a Kofi, right? Finding someone that has the results you want and being completely submissive to get those results. You know, if Des instructs you to do something, it's not something he hasn't done before. If Kofi instructs you to do something, it's not something they haven't done before. So humility is simply you finding someone that has the results that you want and you being 100% coachable, 100% teachable. And him going back to that gesture of me standing in the back, you know, letting my team sit at the front, you know, just letting other people sit at the front, that's an act that I would follow through my mentor. You know, my mentor, David Minitier, the likes of Dave, Junior Alexander, Zayn Khan, even Vangbo. You know, I've been so lucky and just blessed to be connected. I don't believe in luck, so I won't use that word, right? I simply believe luck is when, you know, preparation meets opportunity. But I don't believe in luck, but I believe I'm truly blessed that God has allowed me to cross paths with, you know, Mr. David Minitier. But, you know, if I'm following David and I'm seeing him do this on numerous occasions, you know, it's going to eventually sink into me and it's going to become a part of me. So when I see that, and I see like I don't need to be at the front all the time. You know, sometimes it's great to give up your seat for others. I'm naturally going to do that. I wasn't born to think like that. I wasn't born thinking, yeah, let me just, you know, be so selfless. But it's something that's learned, right? So, you know, humility is something that you learn, and you learn that from the people that you're following. So it all goes back down to be, you know, 100% coachable and teachable. But I just want to give it back to Kofi, you know, such an amazing guy, one of the humblest guys I've met. I remember the first time I believe we met was when we was at church, right? I was just giving thanks. I recognized you actually. I recognized you after we met at the event because I saw you at church a few times. So, you know, I was going to a church in Brixton called Ruach for a couple of years. And then I saw Kofi, and then, you know, it was just a blessing. It was just a blessing. And to see him grow through this opportunity, that's what I really love to see. It doesn't matter, you know, what sideline, upline, downline. I don't believe in a line. I believe we all go in you know, God's calling. I believe we're all on a mission here. You are on a mission here, right? You here right now in this platform, you're on a mission and you can really create greatness here, all right? There you go. Dad says he's about to smack P5000 in the face. And here's one thing. A winner can spot a winner, all right? A winner, I'd write that down. A winner can spot a winner. So when I met Kofi for the first time, it didn't matter what rank he was. I knew that chairman's already done for him. All right, a winner can always spot a winner. That's why you want to go into these environments where you're forced to be uncomfortable. Me sitting at multiple occasions, sitting at the table with David Minitier and the likes of Bass Grants, the likes of you know, Justin Owens. You know, sitting at those tables, it made me very uncomfortable, right? But guess what? I love being uncomfortable. I want to urge every single one of you guys to get out of that comfort zone. The comfort zone is simply your broke zone, right? But a winner can spot a winner. So sometimes we shy away from the opportunity of going to sit down with David Minitier, or going to talk to him, or going to talk to someone that inspires you at an event, or going in and sitting at the table with that person because you're, I'm not worthy, right? Well, you know, you already said that. It's coming out of your mouth. I'm going to talk on that today, all right? The power of what you say. When you look at that word mouth, right, and you see the word inside mouth, O-U-T, all right? M-O-U-T-H. right? Whatever's coming out of your mouth, you're speaking in that you're speaking that into reality, right? You gotta understand that's so powerful. So when you're saying you're not worthy to sit at the table with Des, or you're not worthy, oh yeah, you're only a platinum 150, so you can't sit at the table with Kofi. You've already missed the whole point. You have to. And that's what I love about this platform, is that it pushes you to go out there and sit with these guys. You actually have the opportunity to sit with these guys. You have these guys, you have their numbers on your phone books. All you have to do is pick up the phone and call them, right? Because eventually they're going to start pouring into you, and then you're going to be able to duplicate them. So many people say, oh, you sound just like David, right? Or, oh, you sound just like Zane, all right? And that's not coincidence, right? That's not coincidence. Okay, so I'm just so grateful, man. Kofi is an amazing guy. I really adore him. I know he's gonna go chairman. That is totally done. And let's celebrate it right now, right? Let's celebrate Des's chairman 25. Let's celebrate Kofi's chairman 10. Let's put some let's celebrate your success. Put a 777 in the chat box. Let's celebrate your success. And we're gonna get into this training today, right? Celebrate, 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 celebrate. You guys are gonna see in this training, on our way to Chairman 10, every hour on the hour, on the final stretch, every hour, I set an alarm saying, celebrate, Chairman is done. I'm going to show you guys this stuff. I'm going to be very transparent today. I'm going to show you guys exactly where I went right and exactly where I went wrong. So you don't have to, do my wrongs, right? You can right my wrongs. You don't have to do my wrongs, okay? And that's what's going to allow you to get to success a lot faster. So super grateful to be here with every single one of you guys. My name is Montell Hanson Williams. As Kofi said, I'm 22, just turned 22 in April. Prior to this, I had no experience in trading. Prior to this, I had no experience in, network marketing or, non-traditional business. And when I was really young, my parents split at a young age. Some of you guys may have gone through that. And, age 13, 14, that really forced me to go out there and think, how can I go out there and make a lot of money? How can I go out there and, help my sisters, help my mother? That was my main reason why, right? And I'm going to show you, she's right here. Like, she's not literally next to me, but you're going to see, you can already see the signs are everywhere. That's a big clue, right? That's a clue, right? But, I got the signs everywhere. All right, to remind me why we're doing the business. And I'm going to really get into that. That's why I can't wait to teach on today, because you guys know the prospecting, the presenting, the promoting. I'm not here for that. I'm here to really teach on leadership and belief, right? I'm already here to give you the key things that have allowed me to excel as a leader, right? That we all have that unlimited power within, right? I'm going to allow you to tap into that today, understand how to tap into that today through access and belief, okay? So, I grew up in Croydon, South London. Some of you guys may know. I saw someone say, they went to Rurak, so you definitely know Croydon. But yeah, so, I grew up there, and Croydon's a starting point. You always want to look at life, not as where you start is going to determine where you finish, right? That's so powerful. I read that in a leadership book. Some people, they grow up in an area and they feel like that's the end. They feel like that's all it is. I looked at Croydon as this is the start. This is where we're just getting started. This is the start of the chapter. This is the start of the story. And I know we're going to go on for bigger and greater things, right? But I understood there, there's very few people seeing a lot of success in Croydon, right? The way that I wanted to see it. So I got involved with the wrong people, right? Some people don't know this, but I actually got involved with the wrong people, right? Just being, charismatic, being a funny person in school, I got involved in the wrong people. And that led to me actually getting arrested when I was 13, right? I had a fight in Croydon, and I got arrested because I was associated with the wrong people. I said I'm going to completely keep it transparent with you guys. And I need to understand, you don't need to know there's a story behind the glory, right? Many people won't tell you that. But I did at age 13. I didn't really know what I was doing. And what really changed my life, right? That changed my life because I said, what, this isn't me, right? I need to wake up. But, it didn't really change my life. I remember when I was in the cell, I was pretending I was 50 Cent, right? I said, I don't know if you guys watch these movies. I started doing push-ups. I said, yeah, man, this is what it feels like, right? So I wasn't even taking it too serious back then because I was still a product of my environment. My friends were still around me, and I just didn't take it that serious. But what really shook me up, guys, and I'm so grateful for that experience because my mom, she came into the station that day, and she used to work for the council, so she actually managed to talk to them, and I didn't get charged with anything. It's not my record. I got a clean record, which has completely blessed me because we traveled to America 5 times last year. That wouldn't be possible for little mistakes like that. But you have to learn from everything. Everything's a lesson, right? I don't believe in, mistakes. I believe that everything's a lesson, and I learned from that. But what really shook up my life was, going to school one day, me and my best friend's brother, he actually got stabbed to death, right, in Croydon. And that really woke me up. It really woke me up. And I said, if I don't change who I'm with right now, then, I'm either going to end up down that road, or I'm going to be on the other side. So I said things drastically need to change. I'm going to be talking about, the power of your environment. Kofi did touch, but the power of mentorship as well. At a young age, I got mentored. So where God really started to move in my life, he said, these guys, that's not your portion, Montell, right? He put a mentorship program into my school, and they actually selected maybe 10 to 15 students and took them out of the environment of Croydon, right? And brought them into the city. So I started to see different things. I started to see skyscrapers, started to see the Shard, the Gherkin, all of these things that I didn't even know was possible. Okay. But not only that, I started to hear different things, right? I started to have different conversations with my mentors, talking about business, talking about investing. They were talking about the likes of Richard Branson that, owns Virgins, got his own islands, right? And this guy didn't go to university. So I didn't actually go down that path. I said, you know what, if he can do it, I can as well. So, I set my first business age 18 in property. Then from there, I started to work in a corporate environment. So, a lot of people see me in suits. I love a suit because, when I was growing up, I really did aspire to be like the people I was working around. That really did allow me to tap into that corporate side and how to interact with different types of people in a very professional way. So it's really important that every corner, every avenue of your life really creates your story, right? Really creates your story. And you got to embrace your past. You got to embrace your scars even, right? All of us have history of some bad moments. You got to embrace that. I want you guys to take that in. I saw a picture and it had the lion standing firm like this, right? But only at the back, he had so many scars of, the hunters were shooting him. He had arrows in his back. But guess what? That arrow allowed his posture to be how he is, right? That is so powerful. Every single one of you guys on this call, you've gone through stuff. You've gone through terrible stuff. But guess what? That's made you who you are today. And when you have a PMA, a positive mental attitude, it's going to allow you to take any bad negative information, right, and turn it around. You're going to be able to see these bad, terrible situations, and you're going to say, all right, but how can I make this positive, right? And that's what I'm going to talk about today, because I'm going to go into my story, and many people, I'm going to show you guys some. I mean, at the end, right, I really urge you guys to stay to the end. I'm going to show you my back office and what it done, right? Not to brag at all, but to really show you guys believing really works. So if you really want to see proof, because we can talk about believing all day, and that's great to hear the nuggets, but sometimes we need to see. So I'm going to show you how, when I tapped into believing, magical things started to happen, like literally, right? And through the business, okay? So I urge you guys to stay until the end, but got started in this 2.5 years ago. I met the amazing Junior Alexander. Love that guy to bits. He showed me the whole opportunity, and I got started. And it was a blessed opportunity. First thing I'd say, I became a product of the product straight away. That's what you need to do. You've got to become a product of the product. I'm going to talk more about that later on. But I became a product of the product. I was going on the academy every day. I was doing 2 to 3 hours a day. Right? Some of us struggle to get through it in a month. I'd done that 3 times in the first month. Right? That's how obsessed I was with this thing. You got to be obsessed to get obsessive results. You want crazy results, you got to do crazy things. You got to have a crazy mindset. You want average results, you can do average things. I said, yeah, I'm young. I could be like every other young person that's in this opportunity, not taking it too serious. But guess what? I will get the results as them, right? Or I could look at the people that are seeing a lot of success and I can get the same results as them by applying the same work ethic as well. Okay, so I came in, I really became a product of the product, started to share with my friends. I saw this as an avenue to change the whole Croydon, the whole community, and that's exactly what we're going on to do. Especially with today's day and age of what's going on around the world really needs you to open your mouth. The world really needs you to share this with someone. The world needs it right now. And you guys know what I'm talking about. You're seeing the turmoil in certain communities. You're seeing broken communities because of people's mindset. So you can actually change someone's mindset through this opportunity, allow them to see life differently, which is going to allow them to take action differently. Right? They're going to live a different lifestyle, and that's all on you. Okay, so that's why we really have a co-mission here to change the world, and that's exactly what we're doing. We're not doing this for money, right? We will believe that it's impact over income. Okay, but what I'm going to go over the key core fundamentals that has really allowed me to propel. Right. So the first thing I want you guys to write down, right? And I'm going to talk on leadership, then I'm going to get into belief. But the mindset you want to have, every successful leader have the mindset of whatever it takes, right? Quotation marks, whatever it takes. If someone says, what are you willing to sacrifice to go platinum 1000? The answer should be whatever it takes. If Des asks you, What are you willing to give up to go chairman? Whatever it takes. If Kofi says to you, what are you willing to do to go platinum 2000? You need to reply, whatever it takes, right? That's the mindset. When I look at myself and the Dezes and the Kofis and the other successful platinum 1000s above in this call, all right, I see they all possess that mindset, right? The David and Benitez possess that mindset. You got to have the mindset of whatever it takes, because there's going to be some sacrifice. I'm going to talk about that, right? There's going to be some sacrifices, right? But if you're not willing to have the mindset of whatever it takes, you're going to get mediocre results, right? Everyone that does a massive thing in this world, they have that mindset. I urge you to have that mindset. And once you have that mindset, that's really going to set the tone for this call, right? Because going chairman, it's not just a walk in the park, right? Des will tell you that. It's not just a cup of tea. We make it look easy, but, you know, there's emotional draining, all right? Physical drain, mental drain, right? You know, you're going through spiritual ups and downs in this journey, right? If you have the mindset of whatever it takes, someone asks you, what are you willing to give up? Whatever it takes, right? And you never give up, guess what? You're already halfway there, okay? The next thing I want you guys to do, you know, I tell my family this all the time. You have to disown your helplessness. If you're in this call right now, you have to disown your helplessness. You guys gotta understand, your mentors are here, right? Not to tell you what you want to hear, but what you need to hear. That's so powerful. When you understand that if Des tells you something so straight up and so blunt, he's not going to be saying, yeah, I love what you're doing. If he doesn't like it, he's going to say, no, that's not what I did to go chairman. You should follow it my way, right? They're here to guide you. We're here to tell you not what you want to hear, not to make you happy, but we're here to tell you what you need to hear to get to the next level. So you really have to understand that emotional intelligence is very key in this game, right? Many times, you know, even Vongo's been straight up with me. Many times. And I needed that. Because if you wasn't straight up with me, I probably wouldn't be where I am today, right? So we're not here to tell you, oh, yeah, you're great, you're going to go chairman tomorrow. No, we're not here for that. But we're here to guide you, right? We're here to guide you. But what we need you to do is disown your helplessness. And that's a mindset. And everything you've gone through up until now could have actually contributed to that mindset of, oh, yeah, you know, I can't do it because I'm a certain race, or I can't do it because I'm a certain religion, or I can't do it because I'm a certain gender. I can't do it because I'm in a certain country. Listen, you got to disown that mindset, and you got to use that reason why you can't take away the T and say, I can, right? I can do it because I'm a certain race, because my race is dependent on me for me to show them that it's possible. Or I can do it because I'm a certain religion, because my religion is waiting on me for me to show them that it's possible. Or I can do it because I'm a certain age range, and my age range is waiting on me to show them that it's possible, right? I can do it because I'm a certain gender, right? Because my gender is waiting on me to show them that it's possible, right? And the moment you understand that there's a higher source, and it doesn't matter what religion you're in, or, you know, if you believe in the universe, I believe in God, right? But I understand that God's operating within me. It's not Montell that went chairman 10, right? It's not Des that went chairman 10. We understand that there's a higher source that powers us. So if I understand that God operates within me, nothing is impossible. When I see the word impossible, I see I am possible. So when I understand that God's operating within me, I understand that I can go out there and I can go and achieve whatever it is that I want to achieve, to show people that it's possible. Because some people are just waiting for you to see a little bit of success, and that's going to allow them to believe, right? So for you to do the unbelievable, guess what? You have to believe, right? For you to do the unbelievable things in life, you have to believe. People say, oh, that's unbelievable. It's not unbelievable, right? We just believed that it was possible. And it came, right? It happened, right? What we was believing for came to fruition, okay? So you got to disown that helplessness. It all starts with that, because that's a trait that gets, you know, embedded into us as we grow up. Oh, you know, your parents tell you can't, your family tells you can't, your friends tell you can't, right? You take away that T and you can, trust me, you can, okay? The next thing when it comes to becoming that leader, you know, you want to really unleash that leader within you. Now, I want you to write this down. I read this in a book. Leadership is simply influence, right? Leadership is influence. That's all leadership is, right? Leadership is influence. You look at the likes of Obama's, right? Even Donald Trump right now, right? Jesus, right? You know, you even look at Hitler, right? We don't like Hitler, but Hitler had leadership to a T. You know, you look at anyone that's had maximum impact on the world, they've had leadership to a T. They understood leadership, right? They understood leadership, which is simply influence. Okay, guys? Influence, influence, influence. So right now, you know, it says in this book, it says, if you was to invest in anything to have a better tomorrow, it would be your influence. Right? You need to invest in your influence, which is going to allow you to become a better leader, which is going to allow you to lead the masses. Right? Not investing into stocks, not investing into properties. Right? We invest into Forex. If you want to go chairman, you need to invest into your influence. You need to go and seek out the information that's going to show you how to become more influential. Right? You got to understand that you are the head and not the tail. But sometimes we act as if to tell because we don't understand that leadership is simply influence. So we don't focus on how to become more influential, right? You got to understand that, right? The good book says you're the head and not the tail. So you got to simply go out there and find out, how can I become a better head, right? As you go through society and it takes you off track, people are going to push you into becoming that tail. Right? But that's why we're here. That's why we're in this community right now. So we can find out how we can become the best version of ourselves, how we can become the head. And that's through influence. You know, you look at a circle. Let me just show you this as someone that's brand new. If you're a customer, you just got started today, this is perfect for you, right? You're a customer. You develop your influence. You become the most influential friend in the friendship group, right? Now what happens? The friendship group are going to want to do what you're doing. So you getting a sign up or you sharing a plan with someone is going to be a lot easier compared to you not being influential at all. All right? Give me a second, guys. My throat. Give me a second. If you're getting value, put a 7 in the chat. Give me a second. Okay. You guys can tell, right? We started our 90-day blitz today. I've been on the phones non-stop, okay? But, you know, leadership is influence. So you got to develop your leadership. You got to develop your influence, and then you can lead people into your business. But the job doesn't start there. That's the easy part. You leading people into your business, right? But you got to understand influence so you can influence them once they're in your business now to take action and get results. You need to influence them on how to go platinum 150, how to go platinum 600, how to go platinum 1000. You need to be able to do that. Not them, not theirs, not Kofi, because they're coming in through you. So you got to develop your influence so you can now influence them into the business. But once they're into the business, you now have to influence them to get to the next level, guys. Right? That's what you have to do. Influence is so key. And you know, you look at the 5 levels of leadership. I'd write this down. The first level is positional leadership. That's when you have a title. You know, you be in a platinum 150. Oh, follow me because I'm a platinum 150 now. You know, if you actually look at it, you will never actually hear me say, yeah, I'm a chairman. It's Montell, call me chairman. Say you're chairman upline. I don't believe in the word upline. I'd rather be called mentor. I don't believe in the word chairman. I'd rather be called brother, right? Yeah, chairman is the title, but I don't want to be that leader that's only being followed because of a title. That's the lowest level of leadership. So when you get to that position of chairman, it's so funny. That's all I wanted my whole life. Right? I came into this business, chairman. I got to chairman. I don't even want to be called chairman no more. I appreciate it. I'm so grateful for it. But I'd rather my family call me a brother, right? Call me their mentor, right? Compared to just, yeah, that chairman. That's my chairman. Right? It's great when they're in the events and yeah, they call me out as chairman, but that's not why I do it. Because as I came on the journey and as I grew as a leader, I understood that it's really just not about that position. That's the lowest level of leadership. That's the lowest level that you can ever take someone somewhere. Right? And the funniest thing, people think they're a leader. But if someone thinks that they're leading somewhere, the funniest thing is if they're walking somewhere and they have no one following them, they're not a leader, right? You don't want to be that person that's walking somewhere and no one's following, right? You want to develop a following, and you do that through influence, right? You have to build a relationship. When you start to build relationships with people, right? I'd recommend this book, How to Win Friends and Influence Them. Again, influence, leadership, right? So that's now you moving from level 1 to level 2. And that is simply permissional leadership. Level 2 leadership now is permission. I give you my permission to lead me, right? I want to follow you. I like you. You're a good guy. You're funny, right? You got good characteristics. I want to get along with you, right? But now you don't want to just stay there as that funny guy or that nice guy or that nice lady or that funny lady, right? You now want to move from level 2 to level 3, which is production. So you have to learn the skills. You have to learn how to prospect. You have to learn how to present. You have to learn how to follow up. You have to learn how to promote. Right? You have to learn how to launch. You have to learn the skills so you can lead via production. You're following the likes of Des, the likes of Kofi, not only because they're nice, not only because they have the title, but because you know if you follow their leadership, you're going to get results. Production. You trust in their leadership. You know where they're going, and you understand that if you're not with them, you're going to miss out. All right, so that's production. So you have to lead by example. I had to attain the rank of chairman for my team to believe on a whole different level like we're believing right now. All right, I had to get it done for my team. So you thinking, oh yeah, I can just stay there and trade? No, you have to get this done. You have to go chairman. You have to go platinum 1000. Right, for the people following you, guys. Right, you have to do these things so your people can believe that it's possible for them. Okay, you could be the thing that's stopping them from believing and changing their life. Never ever stop someone from their blessing. I understood that. Okay, and then you got personal development. When you get people there on that production level and they're following you, getting results, guess what? They might not have the same abilities as you, so you got to grow them personally. You got to get them on some personal development books, right? The magic of believing, developing the leader within, right? Developing the leaders around you. They're now becoming leaders. So any obstacle that comes their way, they're going to be able to jump over it, right? And they can run in the fields with you. But because you grew them mentally, you grew them physically. You know, if you go on my story on my Instagram, you're going to see so many people working out. That's my whole family. I don't even call it a team. I call it a family. We're all working out in the mornings. Why? Because I got home at 2 a.m. last night coming from my jog. What was I doing on my jog? I was listening to personal development. Who put me on personal development? David and Maniti. Right? So I'm just passing now what's happened to me. Okay? So that's the personal development level. David's got me past that personal development level. Okay? So when you start to develop people, they will always forever feel indebted to you. I know so many of you guys on this call forever feel indebted to Des because he's developed you in some way, shape, or form. So you're going to do whatever Des tells you to do. Right? Des has influence over you. Level 5, that pinnacle leadership. And that happens when you do this over and over and over again for a certain amount of time. Right? For a certain amount of time. You do this again and again and again, maybe 4 or 5 years, right? You don't become a pinnacle leader overnight. Myself, I've been doing this for 2 years. So I wouldn't deem myself as a pinnacle leader. I would look at someone like David as one. Yeah, he's been doing this for 16. You know, even Tapia's 16, right? So that takes time. You got to understand that you're never going to lead everyone on all 5 levels, right? Impossible. You're never going to lead everyone on all 5 levels. Okay, because you're gonna meet someone for the first day. They may know you as a P2000. You don't speak to them that much. Positional leader, right? Or you may have been developing your top leader who sees you as a personal development leader, right? Level 4 leader, and that's because you've been developing them, right? So you gotta understand that you're never on the same level with everybody. Okay, I want to drill into you guys. You have to empower others. That's the key. Right? Empowering other people. We say this, our motto is, you know, we educate, we empower, and we enrich. We have to empower other people. So many people, it's just, it really baffles me sometimes when, you know, a leader, they want to lead a massive team, but they're not nice to their team. Right? Your team are the people that are going to allow you to get to where you want to go. So you have to be kind, you have to be loving, you have to invest, you have to empower your team, because later on down the lines, these are the guys that are going to power you, right? They're going to power you to the next level. You know, I remember going chairman as a family. I had people saying, Montell, I just got signed up. Montell, you got 2. Montell, you got 5. They were counting down the numbers for me because they understood that I empowered them so much on their journeys to get to where they are. When it comes to a goal of getting me to the next level, they're pushing as hard as I am. And that's where you want to be. You don't want to be that person that's just going somewhere and no one's following. Right? You have to empower other people. You have to educate them, right? You have to make them feel good about themselves. You have to make the business fun, right? People come into our culture, they understand it's fun. People come into your culture, they understand. I love what you guys are doing. I came onto call, I heard that say, put it in peaky. I love it. Put it in peaky. I love it, right? You got your own peaky blinders. That's fun. That's the culture right there, right? That's what you got to do. You don't want to create a company within a company. You want to create a culture within a company. All right, shout out to the Peaky team. That one's for you. All right, so you got to empower other people. Next thing you got to do, never make excuses. I want to challenge every single one of you guys to never make excuses. Write it down. I will never make excuses. You know, I said that someone saved it as a screensaver, and they sent it to me. And I know that their life's changed since then. There's 2 types of people in this world: people that make it happen, people that make excuses. If you're number 1, right? If you're number 1, if you make things happen, put a 111 in the chat. If you're someone that makes excuses, I would say change that. All right. We're only looking for people that make it happen. If you make excuses, no problem, but we need to change that course of your life. We need to reprogram what you've been programmed, right? We need to change that. We need to get you on personal development, because excuses is not acceptable here, right? Do you think Des made excuses going chairman? No. Right? Do you think Kofi made excuses going P2000? No. Right? So you cannot make excuses. We do not make excuses. Right? If something goes wrong, we take the blame. I say this. I say this to my team, and I guarantee you, if you start saying this to your team right now or your future team members, watch the growth. I say this. I say if something went wrong, I did it. All right? Something went all right, we did it. If something went well, you did it. Right? So I'm giving my team the spotlight. If something went wrong, I will take the blame. I'm not going to hide away. That's leadership right there. You got to take the blame. You got to take the hits for the team. All right? If something goes right, let's say, I don't know, someone caught lots of pips through a signal that I sent out, but someone alerted me, I'm going to put that person in the spotlight. All right? So that's that. You can never make excuses. And what you guys have to understand is that we and I am, and you guys, whether you're in Peaky's team or, fitness trading, right? Whatever team you're in, you got to understand that this is a can-do environment, right? And I tell my leaders this all the time. I get them to write this down. You're in a can-do environment where you solve problems, right? You got to understand, leadership is like this. There are two types of people when there's a house burning. There's someone that comes with a bucket of water, and there's someone that comes with a bucket of gasoline, right? You need to be careful of who you're bringing into your team, because I only want to bring in people that have a bucket of water with them. I don't want someone that's going to come into the team and make the fire 10 times bigger. All right. You got to ask yourself, are you that person when a problem arises, you're throwing gasoline on it? Oh my gosh, did you hear this about that person? Yeah, that person did this. I can't believe it. How did that person do that? All right. Are you someone that brings calm to the situation? Are you someone that, stays collected in the situation? Are you someone that outs the fire in the situation? Or are you someone that makes it even worse? There's only two types of people. Which one are you? Right? And you want to look out to bring in more people that can bring the water, but you got to be careful of the people that have the gasoline. And you find those people with gasoline, you got to teach them how to change that back bucket of gasoline, and you got to teach them how to change it to water, right? You got personal development, right? So what I say to my leaders, I say this: whenever a problem arises, right, whatever it is you're going through in life, I say have 3 chances to find a solution. Before you go put it in a group chat, before you go put it in or call in the phone. It's so easy to pick up the phone to Des. It's so easy to pick up the phone to Kofi. It's so easy to pick up the phone to your mentor and just ask the question. That's what we was taught to do. No, you ain't developing as a leader like that. You ain't quizzing your intuition like that. You ain't exercising your brain like that. It's the easy option. And when you get in a habit of, yeah, Des is going to pick up the phone to me all the time. Oh, yeah, Kofi's going to pick up the phone to me all the time. You're going to become lazy. You have to go and figure things out. When I first got started, I didn't have Junior there 24/7, right? I had to figure things out myself. So what I teach my family, I say, listen, when a problem comes up, take 3 chances to find a solution. Go to YouTube. Go to Google. You don't know what a PIP is? You don't understand from the academy? Go and do some more research on YouTube, right? And if you don't find the answer after the 3rd time, then you can go and ask in the group chat, all right? But here's the problem. Right? So many times when you actually do say, okay, let me find this solution. No, I didn't find it. No, I didn't. You find it on the 3rd go, or you find it on the 2nd go. But sometimes we're just so eager to call our mentor and ask them for the solution that we don't grow. You know that stops you from growing? And someone just gives it to you so easy all your life, right? You always hear about that rich kid that just got spoon-fed through life. And then when one bad thing happens, their life ends, right? You don't want to be that person. You got to build a thick skin. And in business, that's you figuring out your own problems. And you got to figure it out sometimes. Okay? So I challenge you guys. I'm going to leave you guys with this challenge, right? Before we go into beliefs, I want you guys to understand that I want you to take responsibility for your performance, right? I want you to take responsibility for your performance. The moment your mindset changes and you start to take responsibility for every day of your life will change. Because you understand, my fate is not in Des. My fate is not in Kofi. My fate is in me. So I need to get up at 6 a.m. and I need to go to sleep at 1 a.m. and have maybe 5 hours sleep. I've slept for 3 hours today, right? 3 hours, but I'm always fired up. It's crazy. I went to bed at like 6 a.m. when I should be waking up. We had some stuff to do, right? 6 a.m. And I literally woke up 9:15. I remember. But why am I sleeping? Why am I sleeping? Am I a billionaire to be sleeping? Are you a billionaire right now to be sleeping? All right? Your goals should be so big that you can't even sleep. And if they ain't big, you got to start going into these places to start finding new desires. And then you got to put them everywhere. And I'm going to show you what I've done, why I cannot sleep, right? I can't sleep until I have everything that I want. And I'm going to show you how to do that at the end of the call, okay? So I want you to take responsibility for your mentor, for your performance, not your mentors, right? Not your downline. Oh, I got leverage now. I got my team growing. Yeah, they're going to build my business. No, you're in control. You, right? So I need you to take responsibility for your performance. You look back at your history in this company and you own up for it, right? Some of you are Montell. If you're not P150 on this call, you haven't exposed 30 people. It's that simple. You haven't shown the plan to 30 people. This opportunity is so good. I guarantee your numbers will be better than 1 in 10. All right? Your numbers will be better than 1 in 10. So that's 30 at a stretch. That's if you're really uninfluential. That's if you really have no influence. That's if, you're not even a product of the product, right? Then you go 1 in 10. You're using the right system, peaking interest, showing a plan, getting a Des or a Kofi or your mentor on a freeway call. You will go 1 in 10, right? So if you're not a P150, why? Because you haven't exposed 30 people. You're not a P600, why? Because you haven't exposed 120 people, 1 in 10. That's all it is, right? You want to go P600? Let me show you how. Go and write a list of 150 names and go and expose 120 of them. You'll get 12 personal signups. We've done it again and again and again, right? We've done it again and again and again. You're looking to create P600? Go and identify an influential person that you can get in your team, right? That can write a list, right, of callable contacts over 150, right? You call them, you peak them the right way, you show them the plan, you do freeway calls, you'll get 12 signups, right? You're not to go P1000, 3 to 4 P150s, right? And here's a little cheat code for you guys. Every rank that you want to achieve, right? The most important rank is P150 and P1000. This is going to give you guys some game, right? The most important rank is P150 and P1000. Now you're probably thinking, why is it? And I thought that for 2 years. I studied David Emanite, the Chairman Blueprint. I studied that for like 6 months straight, all right? Last September to around the beginning of this year, to the convention. I studied it every day. I was listening. And it really clicked when I was in the shower the other day. I had a eureka moment. And I said, wow, right? David said this. You go 1 in 10. So if you want to go P150, here's the blueprint. Write this down. If you want to go P150, do 30 exposures. That's it. That's it, but you will get free signups from 30 exposures. You want to go P600, 120 exposures. Right? You want to go P1000? Now you got your 12 signups. Take 3 to 4 of them to P150, and the moment you have 3 to 4 P150s, you'll be a P1000. All right? Now you're P1000. Here's why this rank is important. Because any rank other than that now, P2000, it says in the name how many P1000s you need to get to that rank. If you need P2000, guess what? You need 2 P1000. All right? You need 5 P1000. You want to go Platinum 5000? You need 5 P1000s. You want to go Chairman 10? You need 10 P1000s. All right? I remember when I hit C10, it was exactly 10 P1000s I had in my team. Des will tell you the same stuff. Right? When you go Chairman 25, how many do you need? David told me this. He said, don't speak anything other than 25 P1000s. Don't speak anything. All right? How many do you need to go Chairman 25? 25 P1000s. How many do you need to go Chairman 50? 50 P1000s. Shabazz just hit Chairman 50, right? Why? Because he has over 50 P1000s in his team. How many do you need to go Chairman 100? Zayn Khan just hit Chairman 100. Why? Because he's got over 100 P1000s in his team. All right? Nate Fromley, right? Nate Samuels, in America just hit Chairman 250. Why? He's got over 250 P1000s in his team. Bryce Thompson hit Chairman 100. David Emanite hit Chairman 100. Why? Because he got over 500 P1000s in their team. That's the cheat code right there, guys. All right? That's the cheat code. Master the art of popping P150s and P1000s. And you'll be able to achieve whatever rank you want to get to. Okay? So that's that, right? And I know because of time, I was going to go into a bit of goal setting, but I'm really going to get into belief right now. Okay? I'm really going to get into belief right now. You guys got to understand, activity is only high when belief is high. All right? I was reading in The Magical Believing, and he said there was 2 workforces. One workforce that wasn't producing at all. The other workforce that was producing at a phenomenal rate, right? or it was the same place. It was the same place. They went through a transition period, right? Now, at the beginning, they weren't getting results. They weren't getting results as well. They weren't getting no sales, right? But 5 years later, right, in that space of time, they became the best firm in their industry. How did they do that? The leader, the manager, the CEO, he changed everyone's belief. People started to believe. The moment your organization starts to believe is when you will see rapid growth. Des on his way to Chairman 10 will tell you, everyone believed in his organization. And when you go Chairman 10, everyone believes 10 times more, right? Everyone believes, and you're going to see an explosion. You're going to witness an explosion in your business because everyone's believing. So activity is only high when belief is high, right? And we all need to understand that success loves speed. So your belief needs to be high all the time. I'm going to be touching how you can really plug in to that type of belief, right? One advice that I really got that really stuck with me when I first got started was you need to think much bigger, much sooner, guys. All right? You need to think much bigger, much sooner. It's essential. You know, some of us right now, we're thinking too small and when we get to that goal, we're excited. You should not even be excited. I'd rather think so big, right? So let's say I thought small. I thought like P1000 and I got to P1000. I didn't really test my true potential, right? So I got to P1000, but I didn't push that hard. Or I'd rather aim for Chairman 750 and get Chairman 500, right? Because I aimed for the moon. And if I don't get the moon, I get the stars at least. Instead of you aiming for the sky and catching the clouds. I just made that one up. I like that, right? Aim for the moon and get the stars instead of aiming for the sky and catching clouds, right? No one wants clouds, right? We want stars, okay? So you got to think much bigger a lot sooner, okay? Because once your mind gets expanded and it goes to a certain place, it can never get back to being the same, right? I remember traveling for the first time to the Virgin Islands and my mind never changed. I'm going to show you one of the signs in my room. And I know for a fact, I will own my own island. I'm not thinking about real estate no more. I'm not thinking about property no more. I'm thinking about islands. Why? Because before you go there, check this out. I want you to write this down. Before you get there, you must go there. Right? Before you get to that Ferrari, before you get to that Lamborghini, before you get to that $1 million house or that £1 million house, before you get to that, you know, dream that you have, you must go there. You have to go there mentally. You have to go there in your mind, right? Before you get anywhere in life, you have to go there. And once your mind experiences it, it will never go back the same. When I traveled for the first time to the Virgin Islands, I saw Richard Branson who's really got his own island with over 50,000 people living on it. What's the difference between me and this guy? Other than time and experience. That's all it is. But if he can do it, I can do it too, right? So sometimes, you know, we all look at, you know, we want to go there, but right now we're here, right? Check this out. We want to go there, but we're here in life right now. Now, there's no difference between you and the person that's there compared to you being here. The only difference in there and here is the T, guys, right? You take away T from there, you got here. So that T is simply time, right? You got to have patience. You have to have the perfect patience on this journey, and you have to have peace on this journey, right? You have to have peace. If someone overranks you, no problem, right? Someone catches up to your rank, no problem. Celebrate them. Celebrate them. When Des, you know, it's funny because I feel like I don't know when Des joined the business. But I know I was at P5000. I was at P5000 for 2 years, by the way, probably around 2 years. Right? I hit P5000 in 9 months of joining the business, and then I was at P5000 for maybe around 2 years, just shy of 2 years. Right? So when I had that name of this guy just doing amazing things, just smashing through ranks, then people are saying like, hold on, this guy's been here for a while now. You're not getting called up at events no more. Your name's not getting mentioned no more. It's like, you know, you get frustrated and you're like, you know, 2 years at P5000 is good money, right? So you got to be grateful. That's 60K a year for 2 years, right? But what happens now is that, you know, you're thinking, all right, I need chairman. That's all that's on your mind. But you might not be there. There might be something you need to develop to get there. So you have to have peace. You have to have patience because your time's coming. I'm here to let you guys know on this call, your time is coming, right? Your time is coming. For you to get there, it's just going to take a little bit of time. Right? It's going to take a little bit of time. So whilst you're waiting on that journey, have perfect peace, right? Have perfect peace. Because I'm telling you, your time's coming, okay? So, you know, I just wanted to share that with you guys. And I'm really going to go into, you know, real quick, I'm going to summarize what's going to allow you to get to the next level. And, you know, it's a simple thing. You know, it's a simple thing, but the things that are simple to do are also simple not to do, okay? The things that are simple to do are also simple not to do. So I want you to check this out, right? When you look at the word information, this is gonna floor you. When I heard this, it floored me. When you see the word information, right? It comes in, it forms, and you add a C to Asian, you have action, right? So whatever is around you, I'm going to talk about really programming the information that you're taking in and how you're taking information, right? But it's going to come in. It's going to form with your spirit, with your soul, and then you're going to take action. Your body is going to take action, all right? So let's really break that down. That's information, right? Comes in, it forms, you take action. Now, let's go a bit deeper. How do you get information? I believe it's through God, right? The enemy. You look at the word enemy, inner me, right? So really it's what's going on inside of you. What are you listening to? Are you listening to these musicians that aren't talking about, you know, you going chairman? Are you listening to music? Or are you listening to advice? Or are you listening to people that aren't conducive for your growth, right? Spiritually, emotionally, mentally, right? Are you listening to people that aren't going to help you grow? Because the more you're listening to that, that's going to become inside of you, right? That negative energy is going to go inside of you, right? And then that's what's going to stop you from getting to your goals. So many times it's the things that are inside of you that are stopping you from getting to your goals. I don't like that lady because she's this. Or hatred. Hatred is stopping you from your biggest outburst in wealth right now. Facts. Some of you guys still haven't forgiven that person for, you know, taking your pen at school. Right? Or, you know, you haven't forgiven that person for going in front of you in the line. And that could be stopping you to go chairman. Literally, that could be stopping you from going chairman. Right? Sometimes I have to understand, and this is what I do. Whenever something bad happens to me, I say a quick prayer for that person, I swear. I say, Father, I forgive them, right? I say it. And that way, straight away, it's off my heart. It's off my heart. To forgive someone doesn't mean you like them, doesn't mean you love them. It just means, you know, you're over it. You've come to realization that, you know, that issue needs to be in my past. I've forgiven them. They're okay. I don't need to be their best friend, but I know that I'm moving on. That's forgiveness. So you know, you need to start going and showing more love, show more gratitude. What's going to happen? You're going to start getting more things. You're going to get more love. Whatever you want, you have to give out before you get it, right? You have to give it out before you get it. So, you know, if you want many to forgive you, you know, you may have been rude to your downline or someone in your team, and you want their forgiveness, you start going out there and forgiving people. And you're going to start seeing forgiveness come onto you, right? So let's go into that. So that's the enemy, right? But the last thing is your five senses. Your five senses, guys. Now, you know, we can see, we can smell, we can taste, we can hear, and we can feel. Whenever your five senses get triggered, it evokes a thought, right? Oh, that smells nice. What perfume is that? It evoked a thought. It smelled nice. You taste some good food, right? You know, oh, that tasted nice. It evoked a thought, right? You feel some nice fur, a nice blazer. That's some nice material. It evoked a thought. You hear nice music. It evokes a thought. And you see nice things. It evokes a thought as well. Okay, guys? So your five senses are detrimental to you getting to the next level with the information you're taking in. So you want to make sure that your information is so conducive for you getting to the next level. That's all you're seeing, right? I'm going to show you guys some amazing stuff that I want you to implement straight away. And trust me, you'll see your organization go 10x. This is all we done. This is all we done. We changed the information that was coming into our hearts. We changed it, okay? Now check this out. All right, I'm going to show you guys what I've done. I'm going to focus on your eye gate and your air gate. That's what I'm going to focus on. Your eye gates, your air gates. What you're seeing. You want to be a millionaire trader? Have that everywhere. You'll become a millionaire trader. You want to hear that you're becoming a millionaire all the time. You want to have people in your life saying, yeah, you know, Pam, you're going to become a millionaire. You know, yeah, Des, you're going to become a billionaire. You want people like that. If people aren't like that in your life, you have to delete, right? You have to get them out. If people aren't conducive to your growth, if people aren't pushing you to the next level, and guys, check this out, write this down. You have to leave in order to lead. Sometimes you have to leave your family. I'm not at home right now, but I had to leave my family in order to lead my family. Right now, I'm the highest earner in my family. But if I stayed with my family around the environment that they're in, I wouldn't be able to lead them. If I stayed with my family, let's say my friends, right? Let's say my friends are all gangsters, and I joined this opportunity, and I'm in that friendship group of gangsters, right? and I'm trying to do well in this opportunity, what's the chances of me doing well with that environment? They're telling me you can't do that. You're not going to be in that for long. That's not going to work out for you. So you think I'm going to go 100% in this? No, it's not going to happen. So you have to leave that environment. You have to get connected with the top producers, the Desamis, right? The Kofis, right? You have to get connected to these guys. And guess what? When you start to see results, what's now going to happen? Your friends are going to be coming to you, right? They're going to be asking you, listen, man, I see that thing working out for you. How can I be a part of it? You know, people are going to say, they ain't even going to ask, just get me involved. Right? You're going to get to that point. People hear me, I'm like, bro, just get me involved. Just put me on. Right? So if I stayed in that environment, guess what? I wouldn't be able to lead them. So you have to leave sometimes in order to lead, right? And, you know, elevation does require separation. It really does. It really does. And, you know, I'm not saying cut your family off. I'm not saying you don't speak to your family. I'm just saying, you know, if they're not conducive to your growth, if they're not supporting you 24/7, there's going to be a time, there's going to be a season of separation that's going to allow you to get to the next level. That's going to allow you to get to the next level. Your friends, there's going to be a season of separation. And when you now have the results, you can spend time with your family all day long, right? Sacrifice. If you don't sacrifice the things you love now, you'll be sacrificing those things for the rest of your life. I remember that quote so clearly. If you don't sacrifice the things you love now, you'll be sacrificing them for the rest of your life. Right? What does that mean? If I sacrifice family time now, I said 5 years. When I first started this, I said 5 years of hard work, dedication, you know, blood, sweat, and tears, whatever it is. I'm going to put that in for 5 years. I'll be 24. I'll be wealthy beyond my dreams. And guess what? I can have family time for the rest of my life. Now, if I don't sacrifice family time now, I just work a normal 9 to 5. 8 hours of the day, working from 9 to 5. 2 hours there and back on travel. So that's, you know, 4 hours on top of 8. That's 12 hours. They say sleep for 8 hours. So that's 20 hours of your day gone. You're only spending 4 hours with your family. So they say that's an honest living. Ask yourself, are you honestly living, guys? Right? 4 hours with your family. You're not living. It's just not, it's not the life. So you can live that life of mediocrity, right? You can live that life of 4 hours a day or 3 hours a day with your family for the rest of your life with all right money, or, you know, focusing on, I don't have time, I got to go to work in the morning, or, you know, I don't have the money to take you to this nice place. Or you can work hard in this business right now, right? And you can get really wealthy and spend time with the family forever, with no stress on how much money, you know, you need to buy on this, or no stress on how much time you have with your family, right? That's the mindset, family. Okay, guys? So let's really get into what I was teaching, right? Because we're going to close real soon. I respect you guys' time, right? So your eye gate and your air gate, right? Your eye gate and your air gate. That's what I'm going to be focusing on. So on the way to chairman, guys, what I simply done, I became obsessed with the signs. Let me just focus on what you're seeing first, right? In fact, let me focus on what you're hearing. Then I'm going to close on what you're seeing. So on my way, and I recommend every single one of you guys go and get the audio for this, Conceive, Believe, and Achieve, right? By David and Mentorship. You know, this is it right there. This is the hard copy. But on my way to you know, chairman, what happened was all I did was listen to Conceive, Believe, and Achieve. Right? We're on a 90-day blitz right now. You will not catch me listening to music. Right? By the end of the 90 days, I'm not going to know what songs are latest. I'm not going to know what happened in summer. I'm not going to know what songs came out in summer. Right? You look at the word distraction. Right? Which means off track. So a distraction just takes you off track. So if you're listening to information that's not taking you on track to your goals, then it's a distraction. If you're indulging in activities that aren't pushing you towards chairman, then it's a distraction. If you're listening to information that's not taking you to that six-figure trader, it's a distraction. So you got to get rid of all distractions in your life, right? You got to break down words sometimes, right? The truth is in the word. You got to break down the word, distraction, right? So, you know, I was just listening to Conceive, Believe, and Achieve 24/7. That's what I was listening to, right? And another thing that really allowed me to grow spiritually on a whole different level was The Magic of Believing. So, you know, I really recommend those two books, right? Because I was listening to them. My subconscious, right, was literally picking up what they were saying. And that's what's forming my reality right now. Your subconscious mind is so powerful. That's what forms your reality, right? You're listening to positive affirmations all the time, you're going to live a positive life of what you affirmed. You listen to negative music all the time, And, you know, so many people, they're really guilty of this. They listen to, you know, sad songs by Adele, or, you know, my mother, I love my mom, but she listened to, you know, if you're Jamaican, you know about slow reggae music. And the Lovers Rock, I believe it's called, right? Lovers Rock. And I had to listen to that growing up on the way to school, on the way from school. And they're not talking about anything but heartbreak in these music. Like, if you know, right, if you're Jamaican, you know, right? The Beres Hammonds of the world, they're just talking about heartbreak. And I'm like, Mom, like, I knew this at a young age. I said, this is all you're listening to? What do you think is going to happen? Like, what do you actually think is going to happen? Right? You're going to eventually get sad. Right? These things are eventually going to come to light. So you have to really change. I challenge you guys, next 90 days, don't listen to music, listen to personal development, right? But the next thing is the signs. Now check this out. If we're driving somewhere, we're driving from Croydon to Battersea, right? And I've never been to Battersea before. You guys check this out. You've never been to Chairman before, but you all want to get to Chairman. That's like me wanting to get to Battersea, but I've never driven to Battersea before. What do I need to follow? Signs. I need to follow the traffic lights. Red, I'm going to stop. Green, I'm going to go. Take a left. If I'm following the navigational system, right? I need to follow the signs on the navigation. Take a left on this turn, right? In 300 yards, turn right. I need to follow that system. So I need the signs to get me somewhere. Now, when you don't have the signs, guys, it's you going slow. Many people on this call are going slow towards your goals because you don't have the signs. And it's normal. Imagine you driving in fog, right? If you're driving in fog, you're going to go a bit slow. You're going to slow down just a little bit because you don't know what's coming out. You don't know what's next. You don't know where you're going. You don't know how far forward you need to go. So you're going to go slow. So some of you guys are moving a bit slow right now because you don't have the signs of where you're going, right? You don't have the signs everywhere. I can tell loads of you guys why I believe you're not a chairman right now, because you don't have the signs of chairman in your room. You don't even know the qualified group volume for chairman. You don't know how many people you need in your team for chairman. Right? Some people, it amazes me. They say they're going Chairman 500. They don't even know every rank on the compensation plan. Right? They're saying platinum 7,000. I'm like, sorry? Right? What's that? Right? So, you know, you need to have the signs of where it is that you're going. Right? You need to have the signs. It's so important to have the signs. And I'm telling you guys, I'm going to, after I show you how obsessive I became with the signs, right? You're going to see in my back office when I show you and I share you guys with what we've been doing, with the signs that's allowed the growth that we've had today, you'll do it, right? You'll do it. So, you know, I spoke to my mentor. I spoke to Junior. I said, Junior, bro, what is it that I'm missing? You know, I see your energy. You're fired up. You're ready to go. How do I get the energy? Someone put the signs up. I put the signs up. I didn't just put up one. I put a multiple, right? You're going to see where I am right now. All right, in fact, let me start with this one. Look at this right here. I already see what Chairman 25 looks like. I see the flyer. I know what it looks like. Some of you guys don't have the flyer ready for your Platinum 1000. Some of you guys don't have the flyer ready for your Chairman 10. And if you're not seeing it all the time, if it's out of sight, it's out of mind, all right? You look at what I was looking at when I was on the phone, when I'm on the Zoom with you guys. What did I talk to you guys about? My island. Why do you think I mentioned it? Because I can see it, right? What am I looking at? A yacht that I'm going to be on. What am I looking at? You know, one of the planes that are going out of space. Trust me, I'm going to be on those. You know, if you're ahead of the times, you know that this is coming out real soon, right? That's me coming off the jet into the helicopter, the Lamborghini, right? The volume for Chairman 25, what I was telling you guys about, right? And guys, even if you're not even, if you want to trade, look at your reason why you're trading. If you're a customer, have your reason why everywhere. Because some of you guys, you don't have your reason why everywhere, right? There you go, right? There you go. Someone put it in the chat box. Write the vision, make it plain so whoever that sees it will run. Now look at where I am. Look at my room. Okay, you're going to see it right here. On the mirror. I don't see myself in the mirror, but I see Chairman 25, right? I see the Lamborghini. I see the structure for Chairman 25. So I start to think about it all the time, right? I've got Rolexes that I take off and I simply do this. I put it on my wrist like this, right? I put it on my wrist and I literally see my outfit with a Rolex on. And you know, sometimes when you squint your eyes, you squint, it looks real. It looks like it's on. That's what I do. That's what I do. I squint my eyes with the watch that I want, right? And guess what? It's gonna come, right? I have the end in mind. I know where I'm going. Chairman 50, right? I know where I'm going. The yacht is there. Chairman 100, right? You guys really want to know why I can't sleep? Why I can't sleep is if I sleep, what do I see? Chairman 25, right? Qualified group volume right here, right? 10 platinum 2000s, 25 platinum 1000s, right? That's why I can't sleep. When I go to sleep, what happens here? Oh, I'm getting into bed, right? I'm getting into bed. I'm ready to go to bed. What do I see? Oh, my goals, where I'm going, right? So I'm seeing it everywhere. If I wanted to be mediocre and get to my goals slowly, I'll have one little sign. I'll go there 1 miles per hour. If I want to go there 100 miles per hour, right, guys, I was doing this going chairman 10, right? I had a tally. I ticked off every sign up. Boom, 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 right there. I remember that every single day. My last sign up was that guy called Majesty. I got his name right there, right? When I leave the room, chairman 25, right? When I come into the room, chairman 25, the mansion that we're getting, right? The red Ferrari, I go into my closet, chairman 25, blue Lamborghini, the apartment that we're going to get next, the mansion that we're going to get next, right? It gets deeper. If I go to my ensuite toilet right now, my ensuite bathroom, blue Lamborghini, right? If I go to the toilet, what do I see? Chairman 25, right? If I go into the shower, what do I see? Chairman 25, the group volume there, chairman 25 on the room, on the wall for me to go to the toilet, chairman 25, chairman 500. If I'm brushing my teeth, what do I see? Chairman 25, right? It's literally everywhere, right? If you guys are not doing this, I'm telling you guys, you're missing the whole thing right here. You're missing the whole thing. My whole room has my goals. I was a flyer of my goals. I'm seeing it. I know it's done. I know it's completely done, right? Completely done. If you after this call are gonna put up the signs, I will put up the signs in the chat box. And if you don't see the importance by now, I'm gonna show you guys, right? I will put up the signs. If you're gonna put up where you're going after this call, let me see that I'll put up the signs in the chat box, right? I need to see it. I need to see people win. I need to see you guys win, right? That's why we're here, okay? That's why we're here. Guys, it was that simple. That was one of the main things, one of the most important things we was missing going chairman, right? One of the most important things. As I told you guys, I'm going to show you guys my back office. I'm going to show you guys what the sign's done so you can understand the power of believing, the magic believing does, how powerful believing is. You guys are going to see. I'm very transparent. I'm very real, right? I understand that my downfalls is a testimony. The test, you have to go through the test before you get the money. That's that word testimony, okay? So, I'm going to show you my tests. I'm going to show you. You're going to see here, at the beginning of April, I actually dropped from Platinum 5000 to Platinum 2000. And I didn't really drop rank quite often. I'll be real with you guys. I probably dropped rank maybe, 5 to 7 times my whole time being a Platinum 5000, right? But towards the end, when you get so close to your goal, God's going to test you to see if you deserve that goal, right? Before you get so close to your goal, God is going to test you to see if you deserve that goal. And if you're worthy of that goal, guess what? You're going to stay the course. But if you're not worthy of that course, if you're not worthy of the goal, you're going to crumble. So check this out. God was testing me right here, right? I knew the Lord was testing me. Check this out. Look at the significance of the dates. 1st of April, rank Platinum 2000. Amount of people in the team, that's 217 people, right, guys? You can get your calculator, right? Every person in volume is like 145 in volume, right? So for me, that was 217 people. Now, guess what? It was this date that I put up the signs, guys. I remember, I put up the signs on this date, and it's not going to work straight away, right? It's not going to happen straight away. Your dreams aren't going to come overnight, but check this out. Look how God works, right? Next day, 32,000. Next day, 33,000, get Platinum 5,000 back. Next day, 33,000, 34,000, right? Next day, 35,000. Next day, 35,000. Next day, 34,000. Next day, 35,000. Next day, 36,000. Next day, 38,000. Next day, 40,000. Next day, 42,000. Next day, 42,000. Next day, 44,000. Next day, 45,000. Next day, 47,000. Next day, 48,000. Next day, 48,000. Next day, 51,000. Next day, 51,000. Next day, 54,000. Next day, 56,000. Guys, just look at the jump from 51, right, to 61,000 in 4 days. That's 10,000 in volume in 4 days. But check this out. We continue to believe. Next day, 65,000. Next day, 64,000. Next day, 67,000. Next day, 69,000. Next day, right, 72,000. We qualify for chairman on the 29th. Next day, 77,000. Next day, the 1st of May. Look at God, right? The 1st of May, on the 1st of May, 1 month, right? 1 month, 30 days after being a platinum 2000, look at what God can do, right? You can see right there, that's 80,000 in volume right there, guys. You want to do the maths, right? You want to do the maths. So let's do the maths, right? So 30 days, right? We have 860. We divide that by 145. That's 558. 217, take away 558, right? 341 people in growth, right? In growth, but guess what? We didn't get comfortable. We took down the signs. We took down the signs, and guess what we did? We put up the new signs now. Chairman 25, right? You can see next day, 8,000, right? Next day, 82,000. Next day, 83,000. Next day, 85,000. Next day, 89,000. Next day, 90,000. Next day, 92,000. Next day, 95,000. Next day, 94,000. Next day, 95,000. Next day, 97,000. Next day, 99,000. Next day, 98,000. Next day, 99,000. Next day, 102,000. Next day, 100. Next day, 105. 100. You guys are getting the picture, right? You're getting the picture. That's how God works. That's how believing works, family. That's what happens when you put up the signs. That's what happens when you know where you're going. When you know where you're going, you can put your foot down on the gas pedal and you don't have to look left. You don't have to look right because you know exactly where you're going, right? Because the signs are up. If you take the trip from Croydon to Battersea every day, you know where you can get away where there's no cameras, and you're going to put your foot down on the pedal and you're going to go so fast. But if you don't know the route from Croydon to Battersea, it's going to take you maybe 30 more minutes to get there because you're stopping and you're scared on this right turn. You might take the wrong turn, and guess what? You're going to have to do a U-turn and come back up, right? So you have to get the signs up, family, because you can see here, let's do the maths on this, right? The 22nd. So that's a month and 22 days later. Right? 109,755, right? We divide it by 145. 758 people, right? Now, guys, check this out. Before, right, from 758, a month and a half before, we had 217. That's 541 increase in the space of a month and 22 days, guys. You understand that, right? The month and 1 month and 22 days. If you believe you can do the unbelievable, many people will say that's unbelievable, right? Now, I want to really close on this note. I joined this business 2 years. I didn't hit chairman in the space of 2 years, right? So I was working hard. And you're going to come in, you're going to understand you need to work hard. That's going to be period. You're going to have to work hard, right? But work without belief is dead. And belief without work is dead. You can't just put up the signs and expect it to happen. Trust me, we was doing those days, I was doing 14 presentations, right? With the signs up, because the signs pushed me to take action. Now check this out, guys, right? Here's the most important thing. I was working so hard in my first 2 years, but because I didn't even understand belief, I didn't even understand personal development. I got to Platinum 5,000 without doing personal development, right? But check this out. I was working so hard, doing the presentations, working hard. I brought in the wrong people to the business, right? Let that sink in. I was working so hard without believing I was bringing in the wrong people. I was bringing in the numbers. I was bringing in the wrong numbers. So the month of belief, when my belief was at its highest place, when I started to believe, right? What simply started to happen, God started to put the right people in my life that would allow me and the team to get to the next level. So 1 month of hardcore belief, 1 month of solid gratitude, solid giving thanks, right? I told you guys on my alarm, I had celebrate now, Chairman 10's done. I was celebrating every hour on the hour. You have to increase your confession, increase your celebration, and your goals are done. And 1 month of doing that surpassed 2 years of working hard. 2 years of hard work, right? You can see, what would you rather? 1 month of hard work and belief, or just 1 month, or just 2 years of really, really hard work, right? So I had to understand that. I put the work in, I put the work in, I put the work in. But 1 month of hard work and belief surpassed all the work, all the work I'd done before. That's the power of having the signs up. That's the power of believing, right? So don't ever let anyone tell you, yeah, this believing stuff, it doesn't work. Or, yeah, this believing stuff, yeah, I don't believe in it. I just believe in hard work. That's great, right? I know, now you got the secret. You can see the secret right here. That's going to work 5 years from now, 100 years from now, right? I'm going to pass this stuff down to my generations to come. And that's why you got to do this business, not for your first name, but for your last name, ladies and gentlemen, right? And you teach them stuff like that you're going to learn through this platform. And when you start to believe in, you're going to start getting access to even more information. Guess what's going to happen? You're going to be able to pass down this information, right? And your generations to come will always be thankful for you, okay? So ladies and gentlemen, I want to thank you guys for having me on this call. I know we've been a minute. I'm gonna hand it back to our amazing leaders, Des and Kofi. I just want to thank you guys for having me on. I appreciate you guys. I hope I can add value to you guys. And, my goal is just to help people believe, right? Help people believe. I want to empower people. I want to help people believe more from when, before they got in contact with me. So I hope I was able to do that with you guys. I really hope something hit you today, and I really hope you guys can go all the way. And I'll see you all at Chairman and Chairwoman, because I know it's done, all right? So my brother Kofi, Des, appreciate you guys for having me on. Love you guys. Let's win.
Oh, wow. Wow. Can you guys hear me? Let me know if you can hear me. Put a 111 in the chat box if you can hear me. Let me see. Amazing. Guys, wow. My mind is blown. Whose mind is blown right now? Next level. Des, I want to honor you for allowing me to use the webinar link, and thank you for being such an awesome leader. Montell, oh my gosh. This training has, the way I've recorded it, writing notes, I'm going to watch it again and again and again. Sir, we honor you. This team's life's going to be changed. I know my team's life's going to be changed. MA Finance Academy's life's going to be changed. We're all putting up these signs. Wow, wow, wow. From the bottom of my heart, sir, thank you. I'm going to message you afterwards, but bro, like, Des, Des, you got anything to say? Let me pass it over to Des. Des, you got anything to say? Let me see if I can unmute you, because that
I'm just grateful right now. I still can't get over this guy's age. Like the way he's speaking, the experience, you think he's like 55, like the experience and the nuggets that he's dropping. Like, bro, I just want to say I appreciate you so much. You may not know that I've actually been I've been admiring you for a long time. When I came into this business, there was about 3 or 4 people that I was like, okay, I need to get close to those people. And you was one of them. You had your big hair back then. Remember, you had your big hair. You kind of stood out. And I was like, okay, I was just in the crowd, a little P150. But I was like, if I can get close to this guy, like, I know that I'm going to be able to excel. And then when Kofi met you that time, he actually called me. And he was like, Montell, he goes, you want me to Montell? I said, what? So I believe that I was like, okay, I'm attracting this guy into my life now, via Kofi. You know what I'm saying? So, bro, you're one of those guys, when you talk, I listen. Simple as that. You know what I'm saying? I remember one talk you gave at, I think it was Russell Square when we used to do the events there. And I made copious notes. And I said, no, this is a guy, when he talks, I listen. So, bro, I appreciate you. Nothing but love and respect. I know that Chairman 25 is already done. You know what I'm saying? And, bro, just keep doing you, bro.
Montell, thank you. Guys, just show some love. Put a 777 in the chat box if you got some value from today's call. Guys, I thank you for spending your evening with us. This is going to be recorded. I'll put it in the WhatsApp group. But guys, my life has been forever changed. Montell, I can't even thank you enough, bro. I'm going to message you. But me, from Team Excel and from MA Finance Academy, we salute you and we honor you. Guys, thank you so much for tonight's presentation and being with us.
I just want to add, like, guys, I don't need to just come off this call and be fired up. I'm tired of people just being fired up. You got to take the action now, guys. Yes. It's not easy getting these kind of chairmen on the call. Trust me. These guys are busy. Like, guys, he's not getting any benefit out of this at all. Like, he could be doing a training for his own team, but he's pouring into you guys. Don't just be fired up and then go to sleep and then tomorrow's just another day. What's going to change? What's actually going to change? What are you going to do differently tomorrow? Like, what are you going to action? Because so many people are fired up and they're like, yeah, and then I just see the same thing. So something's got to change, guys. Let's really, take some sort of action.
Chairman Des has spoken. It's the truth. Inform action. Bro, your wordplay is amazing. Believe. Wait, is it dream? What's the thing? Write it down, please. The one from David Minitier. I don't want to say it wrong. But I'm getting that book. I'm getting the audio because it's literally gonna. I'm blown. I'm tired. I'm blown. Listen, guys, thank you so much. I'm excited. Watch what's gonna happen. Watch what's gonna happen. Montell, thank you so much. You are free to leave. Everybody, you are free to leave. Guys, thank you so much. Please join my Zoom tomorrow at 10:20 a.m. Okay, I'm doing a trading psychology Zoom. All right, basically saying your trading account reflects your mind and your mind reflects your trading account.
Okay.
Guys, I love you.